Today we're going to learn how to divide scientific notation. Here are the examples. Divide and write each answer in scientific notation. Give it a try and play the video whenever you're ready for the solutions. Question number 1. 6 times 10 to the 5th power, all over 2 times 10 to the 4th power. In dividing scientific notation, the first thing that we need to do is divide the a value 6 divided by 2, and that is 3. Now what do we need to do with the powers 5 and 4? Recall that in multiplying scientific notation, we add the powers. On the other hand, when we're dividing scientific notation, we are subtracting the powers. So that is times 10 to the power of 5 minus 4. And the final answer is 3 times 10 to the first power. Question number 2. 7 times 10 to the power of negative 2 divided by 3.5 times 10 to the power of 6. The first thing that we need to do is divide the a value 7 and 3.5, and that is 2. Next, we need to subtract the powers of 10, that's negative 2 minus 6. So we have times 10 to the power of negative 2 minus 6. And the final answer is 2 times 10 to the power of negative 8. Question number 3. 5 times 10 to the power of negative 5 divided by 5 times 10 to the power of negative 8. The first step is to divide the a values 5 divided by 5, and that is 1. Now we need to subtract the powers of 10, that's negative 5, minus negative 8. And that is times 10 to the power of negative 5 minus negative 8. And this is the same thing as 1 times 10 to the power of negative 5 minus negative 8 is plus 8. So the simplest form is 1 times 10 to the power of positive 3. Question number 4. 2 times 10 to the first power divided by 8 times 10 to the power of negative 2. The first thing that we need to do here is divide 2 divided by 8. And 2 divided by 8 is the same thing as 1/4 or 0.25. Now we will subtract the powers 1 and negative 2, and we have times 10 to the power of 1 minus negative 2. Simplifying this, we have 0.25 times 10 to 1 minus negative 2 is the same thing as 1 plus 2, and that is 3. In scientific notation, our a value should be greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. This means we need to rewrite 0.25 as 2.5. This means we move the decimal point 1 place to the right. So we will subtract 1 to the power, and we will have times 10 to the power of 3 minus 1, and that is 2. So the answer for number 4 is 2.5 times 10 to the second power. Question number 5. 12 times 10 to the first power divided by 8 times 10 to the power of negative 2. First step, we need to divide the a values 12 divided by 8. And 12 divided by 8 is the same thing as 1.5 or 1.5. Now we need to subtract the powers 1 minus negative 2. So we have times 10 to the power of 1 minus negative 2, and that becomes plus 2. So the final answer is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 3. Question number 6. 7.11 times 10 to the power of negative 10 all over 7.11 times 10 to the power of negative 1. The first step is to divide the a values 7.11 and 7.11, and that is 1. Now we need to subtract the powers negative 10 minus negative 1. And that is times 10 to the power of negative 10 minus negative 1. So the final answer is 1 times 10 to the power of negative 9. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing to my channel at Celzo Academy.